darlings, and welcome to the Slayer's Cake. I'm Lady Vexalia, Baroness of the First House of Whitestone and Grand Mistress of the Grey Hunt.
And I'm Taryon Darrington, but my friends just call me Terry.
And today we are going to be making some winter crust cookies for you.
They have oranges.
Right, so let's go ahead and start our cookies. They are orange, as Terry mentioned, so they're going to be nice and bright, just like the light of Sarenrae or Pelor or whomever you believe in.
Or my armor.
Or Terry's armor, should you choose denomination.
My golden locks as well. It's just...
These are your cookies!
I'm a golden child.
These are the Terry Darrington cookies. This is all you.
Perfect. Forget winter's crust. This is a holiday that happens all year round, as it should be.
Okay. So, to get started, we're going to go ahead and put in our bowl 1 egg and a third cup of sugar and 1 tablespoon of sugar. So you put the sugar in, darling, and I'll put the egg in. Wonderful. Alright, and now we're going to go ahead and whisk this. And we're just whisking so that it's all mixed together. You don't want to over whisk it because you'll end up cooking the eggs. And that's not what we want. So in the end, it's going to look something like this. Now that this is all mixed in, I'm going to go ahead and add in some oil, some vanilla extract, and some orange zest, and some orange juice.
It's zesty up in here. Now, Vex.
Yes, darling.
What is your most treasured winter crust memory?
I don't know. I've had so many winter crusts here in Whitestone that I've really enjoyed. But I have to say, I think like one of my favorite winter's crust was us like all the Vox Machina out shopping, getting drunk, hanging out in Iman. Those were always really good times.
Mine was when I was a little boy and my dad bought me a pony.
I always wanted my dad to buy me a pony and he never did, so there's that. Now we're going to go ahead, and we're almost done already, which just seems crazy to me. We're going to go ahead, and you're going to have a hard job.
Oh.
We're going to go ahead and add in some baking powder and some flour. I'm going to add the baking powder in first, and then Terry, I need you to slowly add that. It's 2 cups of flour, and we don't want to add it all at once. We want it to be nice and slow.
The temptation to just dump this whole thing in.
That would ruin the Terry cookies.
And I am very excited about these cookies. Especially now that they are my cookies.
Sorry. This is our cranberry brie that we are eating separate from these cookies. I'm gonna go ahead and scrape the sides of the bowl. Make sure it's all incorporated. These do smell lovely though, don't they?
Is this in the shot? Can you see the brie?
Dodie, take this down.
Dodie, can they see the brie? Is it in your shot? Because if it's not, we're gonna have to fix that.
Also, isn't this such a cool little device that Percy made me to make it easier to make cookies?
I helped. Look at that cheese. I don't know about you, but something about hot cheese and cookies, winter's crust. Of course, if you're like lactose intolerant, that's probably an issue for you, but I can't relate.
Okay, so normally you would go ahead and put these on your baking sheets and then pop them in your freezer for 20 to 30 minutes. But our freezer in the Slayer's cake is full of other delicious profiteroles and everything else that we've got in there. So we don't have room for a full baking sheet, so instead we're just going to put them on these little sheets. But please feel free, don't waste a pan, put them right on your baking sheet. So what we're going to go ahead and do is take this and mush, 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 roll it into balls.
To roll it into balls?
To roll it into balls. This is so dry. So it's really powdery, but you're going to go ahead and fight with them to make little tiny balls. You should be able to make about 20. I'm really just waiting for you to make a joke about the two of us making all grasping balls.
Well, it sounds like I don't have to. I think you've done all of the work for me. But go ahead, tell me about the quality of your balls.
My balls are doing wonderfully over here. They're not all the same size.
Mine are not symmetrical.
Brothers, but not twins.
Mine are more like cousins. But see, now I made that Derolo joke before, and now I don't want to think about the Derolo balls.
I have no problem thinking about that. Ah! Loud crash.
Trinket.
Trinket, darling. What are you doing?
I was more thinking, before you distracted me with balls, I was thinking about how my soft, delicate hands are dealing with this hard labor. Are mine too big? Are my balls too big?
I don't know about even. Yours are much more circular than mine.
And I work with my hands more often.
These smell absolutely amazing.
I actually think the cheat is that my hands are hot. Like I'm a little sweaty.
You're warm.
I'm a little sweaty, so my sweaty palms.
Made with love and Terry's sweat.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
Maybe that's why they smell so good, darling.
That is definitely why they smell so good. They are my cookies, so they should have a part of me in them.
I will be eating from this this tray. We can give Vax and Grog your tray.
I'm going to be eating my tray, thank you very much.
You're that whole tray.
They're my cookies.
It says we should have about 20. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I asked if mine were too big.
9. I have 9. How many do you have?
7.
Gays can't do math. What the fuck is 9 plus 7?
Wait, no.
16.
Damn it.
No, there's a lot of bread in this cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Bread in this cheese. There's some bread in this
It's
cheese.
very good though.
Mm.
If you're not eating hot brie when you're making cookies, you're doing it wrong. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a cookie at this last bit, but I'm going to try.
You just elbowed me in the boob.
Well, get out of the way.
It's It's like that scene in oh, you know, that movie. Dun it.
Parent Trap.
My hips are much more powerful than yours.
Whoa, how dare you?
Don't try. Oh my gosh, wait. Finish that cookie, I have the best idea.
Okay.
Alright, so these are going to go in the freezer for about 20 to 30 minutes, anywhere in between there, and then they're going to go in the oven.
I got 9 cookies.
9?
9 cookies. So I was close to 10. How many do you have?
I have no idea.
5. You have 10. Of
Oh!
course.
I'm perfect! Why are we surprised that mine are right and yours are wrong? Except yours are much more circular. Okay. We have this little island, correct?
Oh no.
Tug of war, but hip power only.
So
whoever gets knocked off the island first has shitty hips and isn't as strong and beautiful. You ready?
I feel like I'm at a huge
up.
disadvantage here.
Yes, you are, but you decided to say that my hips were not as beautiful as yours, and my hips don't lie. Ready? Arms up. 3, 2, 1, go. You can't lay on me. That's cheating. You're using your back. So close. Yes! We did not learn anything here. We already knew this. Alright, we'll see you in 20 to 30 minutes. We're going to have some more delicious Whitestone local wine and eat some cheese, and we will see you in 20 to 30 minutes.
Maybe then my pride will recover.
We're back! So, now it is time for us to transfer our balls onto our trays and then pop them in the oven for about 10 minutes. Ready?
Ready.
Beep. Well, actually, after we put them all on, we're going to go ahead and just smush them down just a tiny bit. Do you have room for one more? So we're just going to push them down ever so slightly so they're not like full balls. Don't push too hard or they're going to crack. Like that. Just fucking cracked. Oh my god. Motherfucking shit. Mother bitch balls down. So our cookies will be in the oven for 10 minutes. We're going to go ahead and let them cool, and once they're nice and cool, we will show you how to do the next step, which is my favorite part of these cookies.
Want some?
No. I hate oranges.
You have orange juice and orange zest, so you have like 2 whole oranges that are just going to waste, so I am eating them. Snacking.
Well, I think you were supposed to juice those oranges, but I bought orange juice, so I did that instead.
There was a very small amount of orange juice though.
Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and dip our cookies into chocolate, and we're just going to put them right back on the parchment paper that they're already on, so that way we're not making a huge mess. Just half. Just dunk them in. I mean, you could probably coat these all in chocolate, but we're not going to do that. Just like that. Show the people at home, Terry, how it's done.
I am an expert.
In dunking cookies?
In all things, but definitely dunking cookies.
You could also, if you wanted, put some sprinkles on these or a little bit of orange zest to really punch them up and make them super fancy looking. An expert as you break the cookie in the chocolate.
Well, I can't help but notice that you gave me your tray of cookies.
I did give you my tray of cookies.
That are deformed.
It's because I was making sure that yours are cooked because they're too big. And they kind of look like they might still be raw, but we're going with it.
My cookies are the ones that you put on the tray and you bring to the party. Your cookies are the ones that stay home. To give everybody food
poisoning because they're raw.
But they look
too big.
Perfect. Yours are the ones that fall apart in your hands and you leave at home.
But won't make you sick. Oh, in the chocolate, I forgot to mention, I'm sorry, we were in a little bit of a rush because we didn't want that to get cold. But I used regular chocolate chips because Tari doesn't like dark chocolate. Dark chocolate would probably suit the orange a little bit better though. And I just always add a little drizzle of olive oil or your oil of choice when I am heating up my chocolate because it makes it shinier and it also helps it to make it a little more like runny. So that's a little tip for you. Let's go ahead and get a really fucked up one, shall we?
Oh, but look at this is a perfect one.
Oh, we're gonna eat perfect.
I know. I just want them to see it. This is what it should look like.
All right, I'll get a good one too. Ready?
Oh, I'm eating the good one now?
Cheers.
Am I popping the whole thing in my mouth? What is the proper cookie etiquette? Because this is about sushi sized.
Oh, I just dropped that in my shirt. They taste like Milanos.
Mm-hmm.
The orange and chocolate Milanos.
I'm talented.
Thank you all so much for coming and baking with us. We hope you all have a wonderful winter's crust. And let us know in the comments if you decide to make these little terry bites, terry balls, terry delights.
Terry delights.
And we will see you next time we decide to bake together.
Ta-ta!
Bye! Alright, Dodie, turn it off.
He only responds to me. Dodie, you can turn it off now.